Today for our directed draw, we are going to be working with the letter N. So make sure you have your directed draw page. We're going to draw night. Now we're going to draw some night in the forest since we've been practicing with the forest and how to draw trees. And we've already drawn a Jeep. So we're going to draw that. So we're going to draw it at night. We're going to start by drawing a road, right? So we're going to draw a road kind of on a hill so we know that it's kind of like in the mountains. So we're going to start down here. We're going to go diagonally up this way, not quite up to the point here, but we're just going to make a little hill, right? So I'm going to draw going this way. All right, diagonally up. And we're going to start with our Jeep. So our Jeep, as we know, we have two wheels. I'm not going to draw a gigantic one because we want to draw that it's in a forest. So we're going to draw some trees. But let's start with our two wheels. And one wheel here, one wheel here. Okay, they should be about the same size. We're going to connect them together like so. All right, and then we're going to give our front bumper. Now, when we come down, we're going to go right next to the wheel without touching it, but start in the front. So curving it down. All right, do the same thing on the other side, curving it the other way this time. So past the wheel a little bit, curving it down to that line we made underneath the Jeep. Okay, and we need our front of our Jeep. So this one's going to go straight up like this. All right, again, this is the front and this is the back. So the back is going to curve out and down without touching the wheel. It's going to kick out just a little bit right here. Okay. Then with this, we're going to curve back for the front of our Jeep, diagonally up a little bit. And we need the back. We're going to go straight across to stop just over this part right here, right? The back part of our Jeep. Then this one's going to come straight down. So we're going to come from here straight down, but stop before you get to this line. Okay, so straight down, stop before you get to the line. And then we need to draw a little bumper, right? Our little bumper. Okay, out the front, we need a little bumper here. We'll draw those big lights that they have for the Jeeps to be outside, right? Going through like this. All right, now you're going to trace right next to this line we already drew, tracing it down. Again, on this side too, you're going to come out here and trace around. Right, those are like the big shielded bumpers for it, right? Then we need our window coming across here. A little bit of a diagonal. Remember, we don't want it to touch the front. And then a back window. Don't touch the side. There we go. There's our little Jeep. Need a little handle for our door. There we go. We need a light in the back. So we'll draw a little light back here for our bumper light. And then we have that wheel. Remember, because of the Jeep, we're going to have a wheel in the back. So curve line here, curve line back, and touch them together. That's our tire. And we're going to give it zigzag lines so you can see the tread, right? Looks cool that way. All right, now we need to color in our wheels, but we're going to leave the middle, right? So circle in the middle, and then we're going to color in those wheels. So I actually want to make this wheel a little bit bigger, but guess what? When we color it in, you won't even know. So coloring it in all but that center part of the wheel. There we go. This wheel too. Coloring it in all the way around. Leaving that center part not colored in. All right. There's my two Jeep wheels. Now we're going to make the road, right? We're going to continue the road. We're going to come out the side of the wheel so it looks like the car is on. There we go. Oh, I want to make this wheel a little bit bigger still. A little bit bigger still. Just go back in. It's okay. You can always adjust your drawings. This one too. Make it a little bigger in the back. There we go. Coloring it in. There's my Jeep. All right. So we're not going to color any more in black so we can see it later. So what we're going to do is get out the brown crayon. Get out your brown crayon. We're going to give some trees. We're going to do some close-up trees so they're going to look big and some little trees in the back so they look small. So we're going to start with a bigger tree. So this is about like 4 fingers high. All right, you're gonna do it again over here on this side, about 4 fingers high. All right, we're gonna color that in. So that is the trunk of one tree. All right, there's a trunk of one tree. Then we're doing a little smaller, skinnier one. So it looks like it's farther away. And we're gonna color that one in. All right. Remember, don't give a straight line so it looks like it's in the ground, right? We're going to figure that out in a minute. I'm going to draw another one here. It can be about the same size, skinnier or smaller. It's up to you. It's your forest, so you're going to draw it like you're in the forest. All right, let's do another one here. Make sure you don't go too high because you got to do the top part, right? The tree. Maybe one tiny one over here so it looks like it's far, far, far away. All right, so there are my trees. Okay, I'm going to draw one more right here. This one's going to be called like a snag. A snag is a tree that is dead. We're going to put a little hole in the middle because that's going to show us that that's a hole in the tree, right? So we're going to actually draw an owl in there. Go ahead and color this section in. We're going to give it a little branch sticking out because that's kind of fun too. Do it a little wiggly and then color that one in. All right. So there we have our dead tree, and then these ones are all going to be live. So to make a live tree, we're going to make it in the forest. So we're going to make them pine trees. So get out your green crayon. Get the darker colored green. We've been drawing these for a while, so it should be pretty easy to do. I'm going to start up here. Always start with the V upside down at the top. And then you're going to go out, 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 all the way down, making lines on one side. Do the same on the other. Out, 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 diagonally a little bit. And then you just kept going back over that, making lines. So I'm picking up my crayon every time. Oops, hit my camera. Picking up my line every time so that it's making lines. Okay, it's not as coloring it in, right? Do the same over here. This tree might be a little bit bigger because its trunk's a lot bigger. So we're going to start up here. We're going to go out, out, out from that one. Same over here. Out, 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 out. Remember, each line getting a little bit longer than the others. All right, and come back, coloring it in, making lines going diagonally this way, then lines going diagonally this way. Remember, that means from up and down, not straight up and down. Diagonal means to the side, right? In the middle, you just kind of go back and forth, making all the lines. Lines, 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 lines. There we go. It's tree number 2. This tree is going to be stopped a little bit shorter because of the N, but that's okay. It could look like it's beginning to grow, right? Line, line, line to the point at the top. All right, 2 more. So up here, start all the way to the tippy top. Lines out. You can go past it if you want to make it taller, because it does have a trunk all the way up. So now we'll do one more. All right, now I told you guys it was at night, right? So we need to make a moon. We're going to draw a moon in a crescent shape. We're going to do a crescent moon. Crescent moon looks like this. It's kind of like a curved line. You can do it anywhere that you have space. I have space up here. Actually, Mrs. Stevens is going to do hers in black so you guys can see it. All right, so you're going to curve it down. You can do yours in yellow because you'll be able to see it on your paper, okay? And then you're going to come back in and curve right around. So it touches on both sides. Since mine I did in black, I'm going to go ahead and color right over back in yellow so you guys can see it. But you don't have to do the black unless you want to. All right, there we go. All right, now I said it was nighttime. So what would the Jeep have to have on? You're right, it would have to have lights. So lights come when it's not nighttime at like an angle. So you're going to draw lights at an angle. Okay, so you're going to go up in an angle and out. Again, you might not be able to see my yellow lights very clear, but you'll be able to see yours. All right, send lights out the back like so. All right, let's go ahead and pick up our black crayon again. We're going to draw some owls. Our owls are going to be very simple. They're going to be upside down U. So up and back. Another one up here, up and back. Right? Simple, simple, simple. Owls have really big eyes, so 2 circles inside there, filling up almost the whole space. 2 circles. All right, they need a little dot in the middle for their eyeball. Little dot in the middle for their eyeball. Okay. Then we need to get an orange for their beaks. They have to have beaks, right? A little beak. And then a little beak here. All right. And then very, very, very lightly, you're just going to draw some feathers. Draw some lines for the feathers. There you go. And their eyes, when it's night, you're going to color in the outside of it yellow. There we go. All right. Now your Jeep, you can color it any color you want. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to color mine in a red. I like red Jeeps. I think they look kind of cool. All right, so you're not going to color the fronts because remember, those are the lights. We're not going to color the bumper so we can see that it's different. We're going to color all the rest of it. So staying in your lines, coloring in. Don't color the windows. They want to be able to see out, right? I want to see the scenery while they drive around. All right. Not the windows, just the rest, and not the bumpers. We're going to keep the bumpers. You may color the bumpers a different color, or you can just keep them white like I'm going to do. All right. There we go. There's my Jeep. Get a little bit more white, not white in the middle. There we go. Just like so, staying in the lines. All right, I forgot to draw the center lines down our road so we know it's a road. So just drawing dashes across like so. All right. Then you're going to get that green out. I told you we're going to draw a little bit of ground. We're not going to color the whole thing in because it's nighttime. You won't be able to see it, but we're just going to do a little bit right by all the trees. Just a kind of like a squiggly line by our trees so they don't look like they're floating in the air. Like so. Another one down here. Don't forget this guy down here. So now they don't look like they're floating, right? They kind of look like they're in the ground. You can do a little bit more very lightly around. Just a little here, a little there, like that. All right, then you're going to get out your magic color. We're not quite done for today's because we need to make it look like night. It doesn't really look like night. There's something you need to do to make it look like night. But for right now, go ahead and get out your magic color. Or that's any color you want. I'm going to do this red-orange. We're going to start up at the top, right? Always at the top with our letters. So top down, back up, diagonal down, and then straight back up. For our N, lowercase n down and around. Then back down here where it says night, right? We drew night, so night. N, I with the dot on top. G starts like a C, goes up and down. H, starting at the top, straight line down. Then jump up to the middle and around. T is straight down with the cross to cross the middle. Then you're going to write your name down here. Don't forget, don't write Mrs. Stevens, write your name. All right, now this last part. If you have a gray crayon, you may use it. If you only have a black crayon, you may use it. If you have a broken black crayon like Mrs. Stevens, that works the best. So if you can look around and find a black crayon that's broken, again, that will work the best because we're going to do a very soft shading to make it look like nighttime. And what does it look like when it's nighttime? Yeah, you're right. Everything's kind of gray, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put that broken crayon, if you have it, on the side. And you're just going to start at the top of the page and you're going to drag it across, pressing very, very softly, like the softest you can. You're kind of just dragging it across your paper. Over and over, all the way down. One line across. I didn't go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because if you did that, you would not be able to see your beautiful picture that you drew. And that's it, just very lightly. Again, if you have gray, it works. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can use the side of your crayon, like so, and just kind of very, very, like as soft as you can, just go from left to right, all the way down your paper. And it makes it look like night. All right, you're all done. Make sure you take a picture of it and put it on Seesaw. Until next time, goodbye.